Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews. Yes, it's been a while. It's been over a month, since my last review. I do have a reason for that, twofold actually. One, I haven't really been buying new Bibles, but I have two new Bibles. This is one of them. I have another one planned in a week, a review in a week. But the big reason is that I've been on the road for basically all of July, the whole summer. My job requires me to be on the road, and I haven't been home, so I haven't really been in Bible review mode. But I am now. I got this. I'm on vacation technically right now, so I have this one I'm going to review, and then I actually have a requested review that I will do in about a week or so. So stay tuned for that. But let's dive into this right now. This is the New King James Single Column Verse by Verse Reference Bible in the black bonded leather. Now, I'm not a huge fan of bonded leather. This is a much more economical choice for a cover. But surprisingly, I'll get this out of the case here and we'll have a look. It's actually really nice. It's actually a really well done cover, and the whole presentation it feels a lot more premium than what you pay for. Now this particular version has a whole bunch of cover options. I even think it has the Premier Collection treatment. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it is. But it comes in genuine leather soft as well. A really unique layout, and that's what I think is really attractive about this Bible. Even with the bonded leather cover, the single column verse by verse, and it's inside column references. Wait until you see the layout. You're going to love it. Anyways, this is the box that comes in, just a slipcase, basic slipcase. You can see the tape actually came on this because I got this, I'm pretty sure I got it used. Even though it didn't say it was used, I think this was used. This is why I got this so cheap. And wait until you see the price. This is $79 retail, US. I paid half that. So really affordable. You can get these Bibles for super cheap. But there is the ISBN if you want to take a look. And that is the slipcase. Oh, sorry, let's go over the features. Single column layout, verse by verse edition starts on each new line. Over 72,000 cross references inside column reference 2, which is really cool. Line matching, 2 satin ribbon markers, and then the 9-point comfort print as well. So let's get into it. Here it is. This is the bonded leather, and obviously it's stiff when it comes out, when you first get it, but you can see that with use, this is going to become really soft and flexible. So again, not a top tier cover, but for what you're paying, it's actually really good. Perimeter stitched, goes all the way around, Holy Bible printed on the front. You have your spine there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not even spine hubs. These are just marked in, printed in, Holy Bible, New King James, and then the Thomas Nelson logo. We have the ISBN here. And here is one of the really cool kind of elegant features of this Bible is the page edging. Look at that. I think they call it goffered. Does that make sense? Goffered page edging. Really unique. A really unique way of doing the page edging. I have this also. It seems to be very similar to that the McLaren, that the New King James, the McLaren, that really nice not premium but feels premium Bible. That same type of page edging. Really unique. And for what you paid, that's really elegant. I like that. So you open it up. Now, this is obviously paste down. The corner work is pretty good. I mean, for a paste down, you got reinforcement tape there. You can see it, but really nice. Really nice. Sorry, I forgot to see that. The black head and tail bands, and you got your 2 satin ribbons. But opening it up, obviously, this is not lay flat yet. I'll show you here in a minute while we get into it. We have our presentation page, basic Thomas Nelson presentation page. You got your title page, New King James, single column, verse by verse reference Bible. The paper is really nice. It's probably, I'm guesstimating a 34, 32 GSM. Really nice. The opacity is great. You'll see here when we get into it, but really smooth, creamy feel to it. Really decent paper. Again, for what you're paying. I paid about $30 Canadian for this. So, and maybe this is, there's a little manufacturing, not necessarily defect, but kind of Yeah, I don't know if that happens in all of the Thomas Nelson mass-produced Bibles, but it's there too. Nothing that's really major, you'll notice here. And then here is the particulars, printed in China, copyright 2023. There is the particulars. And then we get into the contents page. You have your abbreviations, preface to the New King James, Old Testament, New Testament, and then a concordance. It does have a concordance. And what I really liked about this, I love this about New King James. I love having the full preface in the beginning of the Bible. Now, I know publishers don't like necessarily publishing, especially like, the translators to the reader in the King James, just for the sake of space. But I do appreciate these articles at the front of Bibles that kind of go over the the translation and the translator's aim and their goal for the translation. So I do appreciate that full preface. We dive right into the Old Testament, and here we go. Here is the layout. You can see here the first book of Moses, called Genesis. No introduction or anything, but that is what you're going to see on each page. And then there you go. That font is very clear, verse by verse, center column, and there we go, the inside column references. Very nice. Very easy to find your place. If you're using the references in this. This is a really cool way. This is the first inside column reference Bible I've ever owned. So really unique way. I'm a big fan of the center column reference. This is probably, after the center column reference, probably my second favorite way of doing references. I'm not a huge fan of the references on the bottom. I know my Schuyler does that with the Canterbury, as well as the Sovereigns in the Thomas Nelson's. I'm not a big fan of those. I find it jumbled. I love this. I love the center column, but this inside reference is really, really cool. Very nice. So there's a little bit of see-through there because, again, this is the picture, the lighting here. But you can see here, barely nothing really. Such a clean reading experience. You got your book and chapter up top, as well as the page number. You see the bold numbers for the new paragraphs here as well. And it kind of an introduction sentence to introduce you to the chapter. Big, bold chapter numbers there. Beautiful. Really, really nice. And the font, it's a 9 font. It might be a little small to some. This is perfect for me. This is a personal size. Like, this is, out of all Bible sizes, this is probably my favorite size. I think that's why I like this so much. Just it fits perfectly in your hand. It is a hand. This is definitely a personal size hand size Bible. Really, really good. The package is, sorry, I didn't even show you guys this. Let's see. Laying flat. Not so much in Genesis 2, but you get a little bit further down. 14 kind of fights. 21 is kind of laying flat. Get further into Genesis, get into Exodus, it's laying flat pretty good. So something to keep in mind. Again, I've just been reading this a couple of weeks now, so I'm sure it will loosen up with the more use with it. But let's have a look at the poetry settings here. There kind of is, but there isn't. So it's all single column, right? But the poetry settings kind of really have that single column, verse by verse, very easy pronounced. It's very easy to follow. It's like, this is more, I wouldn't say jumbled because it is verse by verse, but this just seems to be cleaner in the poetry. But single column throughout, really nice. Really nice. Like, so you even get like a ton of white space here if there's not a lot of references. Obviously, the more you get into the New Testament, you're going to see a lot more references, a lot more references and not as much white space, but it's there, and the margins here are pretty sizable too. Like, you take a look here, let's get out of the poetry here, and we'll just, like, that's a decent margin. Even down at the bottom, that's actually quite a lot of white space that you can definitely take notes in. Let's get to the New Testament. We have our title page for the New Testament. We get into the Gospel of Matthew, and like I said, a lot more references, but I'm sure you're wanting to know, red letter or black letter? What do you think? Red letter. Thomas Nelson, and the red letter. This is what I love about the Thomas Nelson red letters. I love when they keep the black for the numbers, the verse numbers, and then go with red. That pops. That's so easy to find your place. I'm a huge fan of verse by verse. I'm really starting to fall in love with the single column. I'm not a fan, and I know a lot of people love their paragraph style. I need verse by verse, and single column verse by verse. I also have it in the King James, the Premier Collection single column, the red brick one that I've done a review on. I'm really starting to love that layout. So if you can do this, if you can read this, you're golden. This is just so clean to read. The red seems to be pretty steady throughout. Nothing too crazy. Might be a little lighter here than there, but you can't notice this. If you're really picky, I'm sure you'll find. But you're paying $30 for this, probably less in the States. And we'll just go through the Bible here. Oh, concordance, and yes, we will check. Revelation's got red letter all the way through to Revelation, and we'll get to 22 here, and we'll show you concordance. So there's a blank sheet at the end here. Blank sheet at the end of Revelation, and then you got your concordance. Decent concordance. What I liked about the concordance here, you can see it here. The fonts are very clean, and even though this is a smaller font, it really like jumps off on the page. Very easy to find your words and all the references in the Bible with it. So, all right, skipping ahead here. You got your notes regarding the type. No other study helps in it. Just, again, this is this manufacturing thing. I'm not sure if this is just a mass-produced Bible, so this type of stuff happens. You don't notice this when you're reading the Bible, though, for this copy. But yeah, note regarding the type for the New King James 2K Denmark comfort print, and then you got your standard Zondervan maps, 8 of them. Very glossy, shiny paper. Cardstock at the end, and then your paste down liner. So let me just throw my ribbon marker in there. So again, what you're paying, you're not paying a lot for this. This is honestly, a $30 Bible Canadian. What's that? $20 American? I'm sure you can get it cheaper, but they have the different options. If you love this layout, and I'm a huge fan of this layout, this inside column reference as well, the single column verse by verse, they have the premier treatment for this, as well as the genuine leather or the leather soft. They have it all, which is really cool. And this is kind of like a little slept on Bible format layout that Thomas Nelson did. I haven't seen a lot of reviews. There's a few reviews of it out there, but I haven't seen a ton. So I don't know how popular this was, how much it's sold, but it's a really tight little package. If you're looking for a really nice reader, this is a daily reader. This could be your daily driver as well. Just a fantastic size, fits in the hand. But I got big hands. Let's actually show you guys with the ruler what it is, instead of me going, hey, look, it's my hand size. We have got 5.5 by just under 9, and here's the money shot. 1.5 inches, a little bit under 1.5 inches. So all in all, a fantastic personal size, affordable New King James single column verse by verse. That's a mouthful, but such a fantastic Bible to definitely get into God's Word with, and I'm a big fan of this. I love it so much, I'll probably end up getting the Premier Collection of it, just because I just love this layout. Just an amazing layout and great Bible. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you again. I got another review planned in a couple of days here to a week, and I will see you then. Take care.